All men cheat, and I'm okay with my husband cheating on me. Men are polygamous in nature. He can cheat though, he can be out there, doing. Hello guys, you're welcome back to the channel. It's such a pleasure to have you guys back here again. If this is your first time tuning into this channel, it's not by accident. Trust me, you're meant to be here. Please like this video, share and subscribe. I'm very much grateful for the support. Today we're going to be talking about something very uncomfortable and sensitive, but a very real topic, which is, how do I even put this? The normalization of cheating in relationships, not just marriages now, relationships. All men cheat, and I'm okay with my husband cheating on me. Those were not my words, those were the words of a co worker, and I was just as stunned as you are. Let me give us a little story, yeah? Some months ago, back at work, during lunch hours, I was having a discussion, just more like chit chat, with a colleague of mine and everything. And then we entered marriages, and I was preparing for my wedding then. And she was telling me that I should enjoy this time now that my husband will have my time, because after 1 year, he's going to have a girlfriend outside. And I was like, okay, enlighten me. And she was like, yes, now all men cheat, and I'm okay with the fact that my husband will cheat on me. In fact, I also have my own plans of, you know, stepping outside my marriage after a year or so. And I'm like, wow. And she looked at me and she was like, what do you think? That your husband is going to be with you forever without sleeping with another woman? And I was just looking at her like, and she was like, they dear. I felt so stupid because how did we get to this point? Is how she casually said it. Like, how did it just it just came out of her mouth so fluid. Like, she's not married. Well, as at the time we had the conversation, she wasn't married, but she was already welcoming the idea. In fact, it is, to her, it's part of a good marriage. Like, her husband needs to cheat on her for the marriage to be balanced. And I was like, I have to bring this topic on this channel because I need to hear your views, I need to hear your opinions, I need to hear your experiences, because I ask myself, like, how did we get here? Like, how did we get to the point where, you know, cheating is a normal thing now? As a matter of fact, cheating is anticipated. Some people will tell you, oh, it's better you have it at the back of your mind so that when it happens, you don't feel hurt. And I'm asking myself, like, what is God's design for marriage? Because to the best of my knowledge, my Bible does not tell me that we should anticipate cheating. It's when she blotted out those words, like, all men cheat, my husband is going to cheat, and I'm okay with it. And I was stunned looking at her, and she was like, what planet are you from? Oh, do you really think a man can settle down with a lady and not have his eyes outside? Like, she was more like telling me that um I'm delusional. Like, something is basically wrong with me. So to her, it was very wrong for me to assume that men can be faithful or men should be faithful, as opposed to it being the other way around. So I'm just asking myself, at what point did we say to ourselves that we are okay with the bare minimum? When did this happen? You'll be amazed at the number of young ladies out there that are very welcoming of the idea. In fact, it's a normal thing. And I'm like, okay, I must be in La La Land because I'm not aware of this. So let's talk. What do we think? I, for one, I think it's a mindset thing. Like, someone who has gone through abuse or known abuse all their life, someone who feels like they don't deserve better than they are being given, someone who doesn't really know their worth, would not exactly look forward to, a partner putting them first. As a matter of fact, there was a video that I stumbled on where a lady was, in all seriousness, she was saying that she cannot be in a relationship where the man does not beat her and the man does not once in a while, you know, cheat on her. That she's not going to be comfortable, that it doesn't make her feel loved. So People that have gone through abuse, it's a normal thing for them. Fear of being alone is another thing. They just feel like they cannot get someone better. He's the best person for me, and as long as he's not bringing it to my side, that's the one that even irritates me the most. He can cheat, though. He can be out there, doing his things. As long as he doesn't bring it to the home, he still loves me. He doesn't disrespect me and all. Wow, just wow. Cause I don't know. Am I reaching? Is it? Am I putting so much faith in men? In fact, what does the Bible? What is God's original plan for marriages? Because as a Christian, I cannot ignore what God says in Proverbs. Of course, we're bringing the Bible into it because as a Christian, the Bible is an integral part of our life. We cannot afford to live life without the Word of God. So in Proverbs 6:32, I'm going to be paraphrasing. It basically says that a man who commits adultery has no sense, and whoever does so destroys himself. So cheating, committing adultery is more so about you and your relationship with God as opposed to you and your partner. Do you understand? Like when you commit adultery, you sin against God first. So it's beyond betraying your spouse. And that is why it's very important for you to, this is going to sound very cliche, but it's just the truth. As cliche as this sounds, it's the truth. It's important for you to be with a partner who has a very strong relationship with God, a partner who is in the right standing with God, because they're afraid of sinning against God, of going against God's will. As in, you're insignificant in this matter. Like, if you look at the story of Joseph, he said, "How can I do this thing and sin against God?" He wasn't even saying, "How can I do this thing?" And he wasn't thinking about maybe a fiance that he has or anything. He was thinking about God. So if you have a partner that puts God first, staying faithful, being loyal in marriage is not a Herculean task. It's absolutely nothing. It's something that they do to please God, not even about you. I mean, if you ask me, cheating is not normal, it's not acceptable. It is not God's design for marriage. Said one man, one wife. So it's not acceptable. All those people that come around and be saying men are polygamous in nature, men are where? Yeah, so God that designed marriage for one man and one woman, he doesn't know what he's doing. Then they'll begin to quote Old Testament for you, to justify their sins. But we're not going to go into all of that. Men are not polygamous in nature. Is what they tell themselves to justify their act and make themselves feel better. There are loyal men out there. There are faithful men out there. There are trustworthy men out there. Young ladies, you don't have to put yourself in a position where you're being stepped on like a freaking doormat because you feel like you don't deserve better. There are a lot of people out there that will value you for who you truly are, that will love you for who you are. You'll be amazed at the number of people that are just very okay. In fact, society now, the way the society is now, you're the stupid one for thinking that your husband will not cheat on you. You're the stupid one for thinking that your fiance is not going to cheat on you. Please, what are your experiences? I would love to hear them in the comment section because I can't be the only one. Don't get me wrong, oh, I'm on face too. I still maintain my own opinion, my own stance on this thing is there are faithful men, there are loyal men who put God first. A man that is answerable to God will think about God first before he does anything. So I'd love to hear in the comment section what are your experiences? What do you think? Is it impossible to stay faithful? Are men truly polygamous in nature? Is there such thing as a faithful man or a loyal man? Please, I'll be waiting in the comment section. Bye.